All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, April 2nd. Hopefully, we'll have a more normal crossword after yesterday's madness, but it's set by Paul. Anyway, my nemesis, let's see how I do with Paul today. One poem filled empty day after sun set. Well, I'm thinking empty day might be D and Y. And one could be I or A plus poem could be ode or verse. And they go inside the DY. Oh, I think sun can be S. Um, and so, yeah, I think the definition might be set. Dentures. A set of crockery china. Yeah, I don't see what that might be. Number penned by Gilbert and Sullivan, uplifting composition. Oh, yeah, so number can be NO. That goes inside of G plus S. And then if you uplift or reverse all of that, you get a song, which would be a composition. So this might be after S for sun. The only thing, we couldn't have the dy immediately after. Maybe we have the I or A for one, and then we have the D and Y with the poem inside it. But I don't see set. Flyer, poet drops in. Ooh, no, but flyer is often used to indicate a bird. Poet drops in. No. Club where loon punched by plonker at the back. Club can be C, I think, from bridge and other card games. Where loon punched by, I think, would mean that something would go inside of loon, a plonker, a knob, or a twit. And then I think the definition would be at the back. Or maybe it's a club. Sucker digging weeds. Let me pause, sip my water, and think about that. It could be some kind of weeds, and there's a charade of sucker. I don't know if an octopus would count as a sucker. A leech, straw. But it could be a sucker, as in a patsy. And then digging. No. Winner primarily, missing in person, who fails, one of those. So one of those must be the definition, but I think it's referring back to the wordplay. So we have an overlap between the wordplay and the definition. Winner primarily is a W, and I think that's going to be removed from a word for person who fails. Ooh, I'm noticing person who has 9 letters, and if we remove the W, and if fails is an anagram indicator, then I presume it's going to be a no. I think it's no hopers. So somebody maybe who doesn't win, has no chance of winning, might be a no hoper. I think that's right. Removing leader in bully, House stops Trump. Well, from Paul's words to God's ears. Leader and bully would be the B. House stops. Is it going to be trump as in playing cards? Top trumps? No, we'll do one more down. Fictional poison. Pretty okay in novel. Ooh, pretty okay in again is 10 letters. So I'm wondering if a novel version of that might be an anagram. It's funny letters. And then the definition would be a fictional poison. Now, that could be a completely made up poison, but it could just be a real poison, but it's used in fiction. Yeah, funny letters with the K and the Y and the P. Ooh, kryptonite. Ah, yeah, I got that by focusing on the stranger letters. There we go. Superman's nemesis. That's not as bad as Paul. All right, west facing. Ooh, well, in an across clue, that can indicate a reversal. Complex of temples briefly visited by old train spotter. Well, luckily I know a train spotter is sometimes called an anorak, I think because they stand outside in their anoraks writing down train numbers. So, reading backwards then, I think we have Karna, that is briefly visited by O for old, maybe? But I don't know what that means, so I'll make a note of that one and we will check it later. All right. No, I don't have anything for that. All right, rainbow is beginning to shine in reflection of light source, bulb. Now it could be a botanical bulb. Rainbow is beginning. Is that the R or the I at the beginning of rainbow is? Are the beginning to shine? Yeah, it's probably that. The S. In reflection of light source. Oh, I wonder if that could be the sun, just because we have that N. Yeah, I'm thinking that is an S, and that's maybe a U. I'm thinking about Narcissus. Yeah, let me put in Narcissus and see if... Oh, yeah, so a rainbow is an example of an arc geometrically. Then the word is literally is, and then the beginning letter of shine, and all of that is in the sun backwards. Now, I wouldn't have known that Narcissus was a bulb. I think it's a funny definition. I'm probably possibly grows from a bulb, but that's not how we know it. Anyway, better half's other half, central. Wow, is it going to be better or central? But the question mark suggests something funny is going on. Well, I'm thinking usually the better half refers to the wife. So the better half's other wife would be the husband, who could be hubby. Oh, central, punningly, something to do with the hub might be described as hubby. I like that. All right, I still don't know. Rabbit's ear? I don't know. Mark, cryptically intense. Oh, so I think this is one of the clues where the answer will read like a cryptic definition. So I think this is going to be a punctuation mark, something point, I think. And cryptically, you might read it as a definition for the word intense. I can just think of exclamation point. Obviously, that won't fit. What other kind of points are there that are punctuation marks? No, let me pause and ponder. No, nothing comes to me. A bargain, when cap removed, great deal. Now, we should always be suspicious when we see the word a in a clue. Might be there for the surface reading. It probably does read better than bargain when cap removed, but I'm wondering if it's a and then a word for bargain with its first letter removed. And then it's going to mean great deal, which I think won't be a great deal as in a bargain, but a great deal of something. A lot. Lots. No. Plant seed covering trail on surface. Is it going to be a plant, maybe? And seed covers trail. I don't know what on surface would be, or maybe on surface external. I've day without a radio broadcast for on-screen recording of thoughts. Oh, I think it might be an on-screen recording of thoughts, something diary, like an electronic video diary. Yeah. Don't they in a lot of the reality television programs, they'll have the contestants go in for a video diary? Let me put it in and see if it holds up to scrutiny. Yeah, we do have an anagram of I've day, and that goes outside a radio broadcast. I think might be air. No, I think that would be using the A twice. But then broadcast, we anagram all of this. So I've day is 6 letters. Oh, I think it does go without A. Oh no, we only need the one A. Sorry, I should listen to myself. So what's the radio broadcast in 4 letters with the? Yeah, we need another D. Oh, I think it's radio without A. That gives us RDIO. I think with I've day, I think that will give us video diary. We will find out. What might reveal a little of thief, I think. Wow. A bit. It's a hidden clue, a little of thief, I think. And that is E fit. And again, the wordplay is needed to provide part of the definition. So what might reveal a thief would be a identikit picture, I presume in Britain. I think we've seen this before. It's called E-fit. All right. I think I may have had an identikit game when I was a kid, which is a funny thing to have. But anyway. Heartbreaking condition caught, result of a combination of knocks. Well, opportunity knocks. A seance might have a combination of knocks. Oh, are getting in, like to a secret place. You have to do the secret door knocking. But heartbreaking condition. Oh, caught might be a C from cricket notation. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is an actual serious medical heart condition. No. Oh, how about a pretty oblique mark? I think this might be more punctuation, and maybe it is another name for the oblique. I think I would just call it a forward slash or a backslash. But it seems like a pretty is the wordplay. So a cute. Yes, there we go. All right. There's a joke with the word acute, but I won't tell it today. All right, purchasing system, brotherhood discussed, 4-5. So it sounds like a homophone for brotherhood is going to give us two words for a purchasing system, something like a buyer's club or hire purchase, something like that maybe. Here's another A. A seaman concerned with reversing mistakes. Seaman can be tar. A B concerned with could be on or re. And then I think we're going to reverse all that maybe and get mistakes. Ooh, I'm thinking errata are mistakes, and yeah, it's a tar plus re. All right. I like it when they work out just the way you think it should. Doesn't often happen. Scuffle in breach of contract in settlement of others' costs. Settlement almost sounds like an anagram indicator, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that. It's only 2 lines and a little bit. But there's scuffle, breach of contract, settlement, and others' costs. No. Expenses, maybe? Nah. All right, do we have... Ooh, we have a nice F. So something off. I think removing... I'm thinking rubbing off might be removing. Oh yeah, it does put an I where I want point. Let's see if I can make sense of this. Leader and bully I think would be the B. Oh, house is bingo. Oh, that's great. So when you win at bingo, I think you shout house, don't you? And that goes inside of buff. I don't know how Trump is. Trump is certainly not buff. What meaning of Trump? Buff is a pale color, or oh, I think it might be a thing from cards. Oh, why am I reading buff? It's rough. That is definitely a thing in playing cards. You rough, I think, in bridge or whist or games like that. All right. Uh, Definitely need new glasses. Yeah, so I'm fairly confident that's going to be a something point. Intense. No. How about our... I'm thinking about Snapdragon. It's a plant. Maybe we have a little bit of a theme here with plants. Seed. Oh, I think your seed is your son. Is that right? Oh, and the trail, I think if you trail somebody, you drag them, or there is, I think, in maybe in fox hunting, there's something about a drag to do with following the trail, but I am not clear on the details. You can ask Brian Ferry's son, I suppose, if you want to know more about that. And I think at the surface of material is the nap. So I'm fairly confident in that, but we'll go to 15 squared to get the details. All right, tricky device, needle-like drill. Which is the straight definition? Probably the needle-like device. Tricky. Needle-like drill. No, I can't see what that might be. Ooh, a player in pursuit of American vehicles. Yeah, American is probably A or US. I'm thinking vehicles is the definition, but ending in E makes me wonder. Could it be a player? No. Rough tongue picked up something alcoholic. Picked up sounds like a homophone indicator, so I'm thinking it might be something alcoholic. I'm thinking a liqueur or liquor. I think actually your tongue, I suppose, is something that licks, which sounds like liquor with a Q. And if something is rough, it is hard. All right. One Direction. Our crossword compilers must have loved when One Direction came on the scene. Welcoming drunk in, okay, being most squiffy. Well, probably going to be an EST word for most drunk. Some slang term. Yeah, I'm thinking the okay has to be there as anagram fodder. I'm thinking it's an anagram of, I think INOK, and then we start with north, south, east, or west. Um, Snokiest. Oh no, SO. Let me pause and work this one out. I think the direction might be west, and it might be wonkiest. Not very confident of that. To me, wonky, well, as you know, you can be a wonk, but I think a wonky table, one that's, yes, wobbles, maybe that can be applied to people who've had 1/8. We'll find out if this K, heartbreaking condition. Oh, I'm thinking about sticker shock, but I don't think that's really a heartbreaking condition. Anyway, how about love dressing king in what would suit knight? Well, love can be amour, and that surrounds the king, Rex, and we get armor. So that's a nice, easy one from Paul. Tense as lips. I wonder if it is. I mean, I'm thinking immediately of past tense, but I don't know how as lips. I mean, maybe more like pursed or pert or no, I don't see that. Said right, introduction not needed. I mean, could that be a homophone of right? Or oh, maybe a word for right without its first letter, and that's going to mean said. No, I don't get that. All right. Well, I think I did a little better on the first pass than I thought I would, but still not great. All right, it's not sticker shock. Um, yeah, where's the C for caught, if that is right, going to go? I think it must be C. I am wondering if heartbreaking condition might be a word for heart breaking or going in the middle for a condition. And I'm thinking about ticker. So maybe it is sticker something, result of a combination of knocks. Something to do with your engine. Chicken. Um, no. This is our purchasing system. Ooh, something order. Oh, and brotherhood discussed. Oh, I'm trying to remember when I was a little boy collecting stamps and you could send offer stamps, which seems incredible to me now. Oh, that was for approval. And if you didn't want them, you'd return them. It was bizarre. And if you did want them, you would pay them. Very trusting, those philatelists. But I'm thinking about hire, HIRE order. Is that a thing in Britain? Like HP? Because I can think maybe higher, HIGHER, a higher order might be brotherhood. Well, let's. I paused there to clear my throat and thought, oh, if you're tense, you might be edgy. And it's another one of these, the question mark indicates a made up word, like the lip of a cup might be the edge. So something that is like the lip would be edgy. So said, right, introduction not needed, true, but I don't see how that would work. Ooh, this Y, if it's right, is very interesting. I'm wondering about defrayed. Because a scuffle could be a fray. Oh, I think this is very clever. The fray goes inside a deed, so it is in breach of or breaking up a word for contract. And I don't know, I didn't know that definition of defrayed, but I can imagine that it is right in settlement of other. Yeah, something is defrayed. All right, said, right, introduction not needed. Well, let me pause and think about what the first letter might be. Well, I ran through the alphabet for the first letter and I got to F and said Fred, and I said, well, it's definitely not that. But upon further reflection, Wright said Fred. Now, I don't fully understand it. I think maybe it's whoever said Wright and you don't need an introduction. I don't know, is that part of the original song, not the band, of course. Um, I don't know. I'm going to leave it in. We'll find out. All right, how are we doing? Our needle-like drill are a tricky device. Oh, a sharp. I think it might be sharp practice. So I think actually tricky device is the right or the straight definition. And needle-like, I think, is sharp. And drill. Oh, yeah, if you drill soldiers, you practice. Yeah, I think that might be right. Like a few today, I'm writing down quite a lot. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, that's C and the R. No, don't see. What's that last word going to be? Let me pause and ponder. No, the only word I can think of for the last word is scare. It might be a heartbreaking condition, not a jump scare or a sticker scare. I've only heard of sticker shock. And what's the combination of knocks? I mean, combination of knocks could be an anagram of knocks. Oh, that doesn't sound the way it's written. I think, yeah, now I'm thinking combination of knocks is the definition, but something scarf. No. Ooh, what's my purchasing system now? It's not hire. Brotherhood. Yeah, friar order, monk order. Oh, mail order, of course. Oh, I should have got that sooner. Oh, it does give a nice M for 4 down now. Sucker, digging, weeds. Wow, would not have expected an M at the end of that. Is it a sucker? But then what's digging weeds? Digging as in, man, I really dig those weeds, or excavating a hoe. No. And this one I should definitely be able to get. Yeah, let me pause. I think I do need to get a move on, so I'm going to try and figure this out myself. And if I can't after a minute or two, I'll go to wordplays.com. Well, I did the old thing of going through the alphabet. I got as far as C, and somehow he jumped in my mind Chevy Chase. And so he is a player or an actor, and it sounds like chasing Chevys or Chevys. I think the car is Chevrolet, but I think he might be Chevy. Anyway. All right, a bargain when cap removed. Great deal. Well, a heap. Yes, I think cheap is a bargain. So the A was not important. Just cheap, and then you remove the C and you get a heap. Great deal. Ooh, maybe this is a chicken. A clinker. Oh, cricket score. Oh, I like that. I don't know why, but I think the result of a combination of knocks, I think, is a very cryptic way of defining the score you would get after the end of a cricket game where the batters knocked the ball. So heartbreaking condition caught. I don't know if rickets is part of the word play. Um, but I'm happy with that one. All right, so the bottom is done apart from 4 down. What is that? Yeah, let me pause and ponder what that second word is. I realize the second word must be victim. There's probably not too many words that would fit that. But what kind of victim is it? Like a scam victim, a sucker, but then digging weeds? Yeah, I don't know how that's going to come out, digging weeds. Unless it's all a cryptic definition. What's that first word? No. Oh, I do have that nice A there for my something. Oh, a decimal point, of course. Now, how is that cryptically intense, though? Well, I'm going to stick with it. Well, we are past the 30-minute mark, my own personal point at which I will try the check word. It is right. But why it's right, I do not know. Cryptically intense. No, no idea. All right, I'm thinking this must be. I'm thinking ION, could be IAN, IGN. Passion victim. What is that, a victim? No, oh, here's our flyer. Ooh, I'm thinking we have to think of a poet with 6 letters and IN, and we drop the IN and we're left with the name of a bird. Could it be bird itself? I don't know about that. What's a 6-letter poet with IN? It could be a general term, versifier, odist. Oh no, it's Larkin. Oh, what was his first name? Oh, I start typing Larkin. Anyway, funny man. And so you drop the in and you get a lark. All right. So, I wonder if it could be a set of silver salvers. One poem, filled empty day after sunset. Where's the L coming from? Oh, yeah, I was thinking about silver verse poem, but filled empty day. if it is D and Y, after sun. Oh, maybe sun could be Sol. Sol, but then now we have to get one poem in between D and Y. Well, maybe ode, but I don't think Saldoti is a word. All right, this was our club where loon punched by plonker. Now, plonker at the back might simply be the R, and so we have a word for loon. Could be a bird, but more likely to be a crazy person, and that's going to have an R put inside it. And it's going to be a club, which could be a club you hit people with. And then our something victim. Let me pause and run through the first letter here. Well, I got as far as F and thought of fashion victim, something I've been accused of being myself. But then didn't really see how that would just be a sucker. But I think weeds can be, or I think is old-fashioned slang for dowdy clothes, like a widow's weeds. And therefore, I think it's just a cryptic definition of that. Ooh. So how does, if that is right, how does an F fit in a word at the second last? Set. It could be the past tense set, like jelly. No, I think I'm going to go to wordplays.com for this one just because I have to get out and about soon. Yeah, I did have to go to wordplays, and I was right with the setting part. It's solidify, so present tense, I suppose, solidify. And I think the poem is If, the famous poem by Rudyard Kipling, right? So I think sun is Sol, one is I, and then we have the dy with if inside it. That's fiendish for one across. Anyway, this is our club. Oh, it could be a golf club. The loon is a bird, which I think is a diving bird, so a diver, and the R punches it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, very tricky, but I think I got through it. I think I just had to use word plays that one time, so that's a win in my book with Paul. Let's check all. Oh no. Ah, maybe it's defrayal. Which I think the part of speech would make more sense. And I think the contract I said was a deed, but I think it's a deal. All right, so let's see then what that does for said right, not right said Fred. I do like my answer though. Oh, oral would be said, and a right I think is a moral, but we don't need the M. All right, let's check all again. That's better. All right, let's take a quick look at 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Andrew. Rather tricky, where the clues eventually led satisfyingly, if sometimes deviously. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, one across, it was Sol for the sun, and then the Kipling poem. The Egyptian temple complex is Karnak, which is brief. You drop the K. All right, I think I got the rest of it. Oh, a cryptic clue for intense could be decimal intense plus a point of the compass east. Wow. Well, if that was the straightforward clue, I would still be looking at that, I think. All right. Snap, yeah. Drag is to trail. So I got all that. Yeah, video diary was I've day. Less A plus radio. All right. And cricket. Oh, rickets is the condition plus caught, all breaking core for the heart. All right. And defrail was fray inside of deal. Yeah. Just the definition. Not familiar with that. On the downs, bully plus bingo and rough is to trump in card games. Sharp, needle-like practice. It's not sure again about the different definition. Tricky device. I mean, device we think of as being a physical device, but I suppose it can also be metaphorically a method or a practice, but very tricky. Wonkiest is most squiffy. Not familiar with that meaning of wonkiest. And then, yeah, more moral. Yeah, 3 down should be the last letter of plonker. Ooh, are these new little pictures for people? Loons, that's the North American name for a family bird, a family of birds known as divers. So I'm probably helped by being in the US. I was able to make that connection. Ooh, what did KVA? Acute. Oblique mark R. Ooh, oblique and mark. So maybe. Wonky isn't a synonym for drunk in any of my dictionaries. I'm inclined to agree. Oh, not in squiffy as drunk, but skew whiff. So people are. Yeah, oh, and I never checked. What did he say about fashion victim? Yeah, the phrase widow's weeds. All right, well, very happy to have made it to the end of that one in not too terrible a time. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day.